Someone did it out of malice. And
How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? Because it was food? When you show yourself buying friggin' peanut butter pretzels, which is 10 times more addictive than this stuff.
also like
Hello, beautiful people. It's Mama Goob. So I see our girl has uploaded this morning and looks like she's going to discuss cakegate, which would be great. But she also says she has PTSD. I swear to all that's good. If she uses that excuse of why she jumped to such a conclusion that that was fat shaming, I'm going to be happy, as you all know. Anyway, so I didn't watch it. I was reading through the comments a little, but I'm not really sure what she's going to say. So let's just take a look at it together and see what's going on here. Also, and guys, let me know if my picture is better in the upper corner or in the bottom corner. I can't see when I am recording these how it looks, so just let me know what you think. Anyways, so the title of this is Diagnosed with PTSD, Come to Target with Me and Contacting Strawberry Hill. All right, dude, what no capitalization. See, this annoys me because I put so much work into my titles. Like, whatever. Shouldn't even capitalize anything. Whatever. Here we go.
oh, hello. I literally just ended my other vlog. We
Yes.
did the being interviewed by you, and then we did the PO box.
Yes, because you have the silly frigging butterfly clips that you spent way too much time on.
And then I showed you guys these little
Yeah, who
butterflies I
cares?
decided to wear in my hair. If you guys didn't see that, I'm just showing you again. I'm going for the 90s today because why not?
You're going for the 2000s. That was not 90s. Sorry. Not only that, you were a little kid in the 90s, like a little kid. Whatever.
But hello, good morning, good night, wherever you are. I hope you're having an amazing day. I am putting out the positiveness. Oh, y'all just reminded me.
By the way, she wants to put out positiveness. She will take her fat shaming goggles off and stop thinking every single thing in the world is fat shaming. All right? That would be putting out positivity. Because when you're a hammer, you think everything's a nail.
Gotta take my Zoloft.
She has to make sure to take it on camera so we know.
Yes, I am on the Zoloft for anxiety, and I'm just so excited for it to kick in.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So that was the medicine she was on last time and she hated it. Why is she back on it? Why didn't she say, I took Zoloft last time and I really didn't get any results. Can we try something different? I mean, honestly, I don't know what else is out there. I'm not a doctor, but I'm sure she could have discussed it with her psychiatrist. And I'm sure her psychiatrist knew, well, it's the same person that prescribed her the Zoloft to begin with that took her off of it because it wasn't working. So, and again, she's so full of crap, guys. Oh my God.
I have to take one of these. I wonder if I could swallow it without anything to drink. Should I try it?
Sure. Why not? You're an idiot.
I did it.
It's
oh
a
my God, I
Binksy
should
pill.
go drink water though. I'll be right back. Okay, guys.
Angles.
We need to talk.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
shall
we
we
do.
go? So I'm gonna play this clip right here and then explain to you what we need to talk about. But there comes a time where it's like, you guys, I'm not the fucking problem.
Oh my
But
God.
this is the shit that I deal with outside of the fucking camera. You guys won't even believe the shit that I have to deal with. And it's just part of the problem.
Fat shaming goggles. She sees the world in everybody's fat shaming her. But let me give her the benny of the doubt. Let's see.
So after I uploaded that clip and people were speaking about it, people were coming for me saying how horrible and rude I was. Like, how could I do that to a company? They were just trying to be nice to send me something. I was like, what is happening? So many people were thinking that I was dissing a company who was sending that to me just so I could show it in my video when I was trying to explain that no, this was sent in malice.
How do you know? Please answer that question.
But then I started feeling, for the lack of a better term, gaslit into thinking, oh my God.
Okay. Take it. Yeah. Relax, Mama Goob. Relax.
Like, are these people right? Like, was it the company who sent this to me? In my gut, I didn't think so. But like, I was afraid. I didn't want the company to have like this added stress around their company, obviously, around their business. Like I felt horrible. So I ended up contacting them and I sent them this message where I could just get a final answer because if it was them who sent it to me, I wanted to fix this. But they ended up replying saying that no, it was not them.
Easter holiday arrival. If you still have the packing slip, there is a line listed above the items that should list the sender's name. Or if you still have the shipping box, it will be listed at the bottom of the shipping label as well. I wonder if they can reprint the packing slip. I don't know.
Which I did not think it was. So I ended up responding as well, saying how I felt bad because people were like going to their pages and like leaving Google reviews about me, just like kind of crazy things. Like this like got bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Because you're an asshole.
So I felt super bad for the company while my video about the fat shaming wasn't about the company. It was about the person who sent me food. Now that this company was
Somebody sent you food for Easter. Okay. Let me tell you, these baked goods are not like, you know, Twinkies that you buy in the store. These are very hardcore. Like you see that loaf that she had? That is not banana bread. It is extremely thick and it takes up a lot of space in your stomach. What's pissing me off is her constant, jumping to conclusions that just because somebody sends you food in the mail when you do not have a disclaimer on your PO box that they're somehow fat shaming. Yeah, you're an asshole.
involved, like I started feeling horrible. So when they
And
told
you should.
me, no, it wasn't us who sent that to you,
Oh
I
my
just felt
God.
horrible. So I told them that I'm going to order from them. And what I do end up ordering, I'm going to donate to the homeless shelter. So, moral of the story,
No, 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 honey. Sweetheart, read the. Listen, in the tradition of the company, why don't you buy it and donate it to somebody in your building that you want to sort of make friends with? All right. Find that lady with the dog like Twinkie. All right. That's the purpose of the bread. Okay. It's a family thing, it's a cultural thing. That's what the purpose is. Okay. Not to get friggin' fat off of, because let me tell you, she'd have to be a special person to eat more than one slice of that Povidika. I can't remember how to say it. But anyways, you'd have to be a special person. So
is no, it wasn't the company sending me food. Someone did it out of malice. And I
how do you know? How do you know? How do you know? Because it was food. When you show yourself buying friggin' peanut butter pretzels, which is 10 times more addictive than this stuff.
would also like to add that I can confidently say that because in almost every single one of my videos, I am talking about how I want to improve my weight with weight loss surgery. That has been the most talked about topic on my channel for months now. And for someone to send that to me, it was not out of the kindness of their heart. This,
How do you know?
to me, doesn't make sense because everyone thinks my
Yeah.
channel is a weight loss channel. You don't send a huge pie and bread to a weight loss channel. You
But people send you food all the time.
don't do it. I am forever and ever and ever grateful for anything sent to me. Letters, shoes, stickers, it can be anything. Like it means the world to me that people even think of me. But I have requested multiple times, do not send me food. And somehow this whole thing,
I think she's mentioned it twice, guys. All right. And I'm serious. She wants to people not send her food. Why doesn't she put it on her P.O. box? Please, no food. Thank you. How fucking hard is that?
has been turned around. And somehow I'm the one who is at fault.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will never understand how I am always wrong.
Yes, because you missed the point. You jumped to conclusions on the intentions of the person sending you a gift for Easter. All right? Easter. They sent you a gift for Easter. I'm telling you, it's not like Cadbury eggs. This is bread that's made to be shared with families. All right? They wanted to fat shame you, they'd send you a box of Twinkies. Again, you have to think, Amber. Amber, you have to think. You have to take off your fat shaming glasses and realize that not everybody's out to get you, okay? Very few of us are.
So many other things happen on a day-to-day basis
Mm.
and I don't share them. And that day when I filmed that, like I was already having a bad day. I was having a lot of
Yeah, okay. She has a bad day. She said it. She did the disclaimer, voiceover. She did the video. Then she did the last end screen with the voiceover. She uploaded it. She scheduled it. So I'm assuming she didn't upload it and schedule it the same day. She had time to think about it and to go back and edit it because as I've showed you, once you schedule something, if it hasn't been public yet, you don't have to schedule it. You can unschedule it and schedule it for a different time. And even if it has aired, like it went public on your channel, you could take it down. You could take it down and edit it and put it back up.
internal issues that I'm going through, especially now starting therapy and just some things in my life are
So she's allowed to be an asshole because she's going through problems. Okay. We are all going through problems, my love.
happening that I don't want to like talk about out loud, especially not online. Like, hi. So opening that package and seeing that, it was like, sorry if you guys see a bunch of fur. I have a little kitty right here. And she's shedding because it's starting to get
I don't
hotter out.
care.
So
Okay,
all
good.
three of my pets are shedding. But yeah, like I knew in my heart and in my gut that it was sent out of
So one more thing. So this is a continuation from yesterday, right? Why didn't she make this apology yesterday or this discussion yesterday? I don't understand. So
malice. And it was the straw that broke the camel's back.
it is in her heart. She had no frigging, you had no proof. No proof. No proof.
And I just feel bad for the company because people are like sending them so many messages and like harassing them as well. And it's just like such a weird thing that happened.
No, honey. Most of us, you know what most of us did? We bought from it. We bought from Strawberry Hill. We used the product as intended, which was to foster family relationships. Somebody sent you this for Easter, thinking that you would celebrate it with friends and family. They were ignorant. What can I tell you? Wasn't fat shaming.
Because really I was just trying to pinpoint like this is what haters do. This is what fat shaming looks like. So
You're wrong.
yeah, so now I'm gonna order from them. And when I do get the order, I am going to donate it to the homeless because
Oh, bravo. No, that's not the purpose of the bread. The purpose of the bread is it's like breaking bread with people. It's fostering relationships. I mean, yeah, listen, the homeless people need food too, but what are they going to do with one cake at a homeless shelter? I mean, come on, guys. Listen, maybe it's Mama Goo being mean again. Realistically, what is a homeless shelter going to do with one bread, one loaf of cake, or one loaf of bread and one cake? What are they going to do? They're going to pick their favorite homeless person. I don't know. Are they going to serve it? I don't know.
I just feel bad about the whole situation. So
And
I
you
wanted to
should.
just clarify that. This whole situation, in my opinion, has been a learning experience for me that I know that if this does happen again, I am just going to keep it offline.
No, you just don't jump to conclusions. How about that? How about that? You just don't jump to conclusions. That is really what gets me is the whole assuming the whole world is against her. Just to my core, it bothers me.
Because it's better. I want to shed more on the positive while still using my voice for the good. So let's move on to another topic. Let's go to Target. Here are some aisles that I looked at. I did look at more, but of course I was in like purse aisle and the jewelry
Touch everything, Amber.
aisle. Of course, we went straight to the Legos, the home decor. I also looked at the journals and the hygiene and the makeup. Here's a haul. It is time for the Target haul. I have been wanting a black wallet, so I was able to find one. I got this journal. It's called Get Untamed, the journal. It is a guided journal with just like prompts and things to write about.
She totally needs that because somebody in the last video, was it the last video or 2 videos ago, didn't send her something like that. She totally needs this.
Because as you guys know, I love journaling and I love writing.
She's just so wasteful.
Jillian got some tea. She got some Tazo teas
Okay.
in juniper mint honey,
Okay. That looks
elderberry,
good.
blackberry,
Tea is a good thing. I love tea.
and prickly pear cactus. If I liked tea, I'm gonna say that these actually sound so good, but I'm not a tea girly. So I got one of these beloved soaps. They're actually in the shape of a heart. And you take it
Okay.
out of the package. This one
Fine.
is in coconut and warm vanilla, and I also got another one in cherry blossom and tea rose.
Ooh,
And then Feline also got a coconut and warm vanilla. They smell incredible.
I'm sure they
We
do.
got some soft white LED lights, some command strips to help with hanging our gallery wall.
This is what I said the last video. Then why did she buy regular picture hangers with the nail? All right, because I agree, I use these. All right, they're not bad. So, like, if it's really heavy, I think you have to use like the heavy ones. But otherwise, if you live in an apartment, try not to put holes in the wall because you got to fix all that.
I did get me a Lego. I got this Snorlax Lego.
Okay, who cares?
And I actually got this one as well. This
I'm sorry, guys. I'm in a pissy mood now. She really pissed me off. And this is for kids. This is for babies. These are baby things. But okay, fine. You don't have to work full time. Help yourself.
this is every EV evolution. So I'm so excited to do these. Rarity is currently inside of the blinds. Look at her. Are you comfy in there? She said, yeah. Hello, hello. It is the next day.
Oh yeah, let's see how that dress fits her. Look how tight it is on the arms. That dress doesn't fit her, guys.
In 7 minutes, I have my fourth therapy appointment.
Great.
So after this appointment, we are 1/3 of the way complete with the 12 that I have to do.
Good.
And I'm so
Yay.
excited.
Yeah.
I feel like really positive. Obviously, I'm dreading therapy. I always dread therapy with a mixture of like excitement just to like get it over with or like talk about things that I need to talk about. Just to make progress in my life because I noticed with each therapy appointment, I do leave it feeling better. Even though last appointment was hard, like I was dragging the rest of the day. I felt super emotional, but it's like it was needed. It was much, much needed. So I already know exactly how it's going to go down. But I feel like today's appointment's going to be like really
Oh,
good because I feel like in a really good headspace today. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes afterwards.
great.
So I'll see you in an hour. Bye. I just got out of the appointment
Good.
and
She's been
wow.
crying.
Okay. So this is my fourth one.
Did your therapist tell you how much of an asshole you are?
So I've had over 4 hours with him, and he wanted me to fill out this like thing, and I had no idea what it was, and he wasn't telling me what it was. So I filled it out. Afterwards, we went over my answers, talked about them more, and it was actually to see if I have PTSD. And I was not expecting to be doing that today. Like when you do it and you get the score, you have PTSD if it's like in between like 31 to 33, and mine was 47. I have always felt in my heart that I showed signs of
Well, she's always said she's had PTSD. This is not a surprise.
PTSD, and just to hear it, from a psychologist and to know and to have the answer, like he said, to have the answer now we know what to do moving forward. He said we're going to be doing a lot of cognitive processing and that it's going to be really hard. And we talked a lot about trauma. Today was a lot about trauma and,
Every visit's about trauma.
and PTSD and some.
Guys, and this is why I'm getting all so upset. I have no idea what led to her PTSD, but I know people like with hardcore PTSD and they still function as a regular adult. So, just saying.
The things I went through. And I purposely wear
And listen, again, I'm not trying to downplay it. It is serious. I get it. But she's been supposedly working on this for like ever, for decades. Okay, it's time, Amber. You've worked through it. You have to let it go. I don't think this is a great idea, redredging this up. You know?
wear waterproof mascara for a reason. I cry
Mm.
so much in therapy. Like I was in a really good mood. I mean, I still am.
That's the other thing that remember the space thing where the controversy where the person said that Amber was never a dancer and she had tantrums and often cried in the corner. I 100% believe that. So because I grew up with girls like this too. Like they were always like crying in the bathroom at a party and everybody had to stop and go and look and oh, what's wrong with Susie? I hate people like that. Sorry. Hate's a strong word.
Still am. Like, I feel so hopeful and I feel so heard. And it's just going really well. I am just very, very nervous for my next appointments, because now things are going to start getting, diving into my past. And, I even straight up asked them,
Sorry. Sorry, guys. The dog, some FedEx came and the dogs aren't having it.
it was actually last session. I said, can I just get over it? Can I just move on from my trauma? Because that is what so many of you tell me. Just move
Yeah,
on.
move on.
And he said it's not possible. You can't just move on, especially when you have possible PTSD. Because last week it was just something that he was assuming. And now he's like, yeah, you definitely have it. So it's not something I can just, put on a new dress and say, "Oh, I'm over it." Like it's not like that. I wish it was, because I wouldn't be the size.
I
I
just
wouldn't
don't.
have the
I
issues
just
that I
don't
have.
agree.
The only
And I think there's PTSD people out there without any sort of addictions. I just know there are. I've seen you guys in my comments. Okay. All right. I'm heartless. What can I tell you? Mama Goob.
way you can make progress is finding the right therapist, who I'm very lucky is a psychologist, truly knows what they're talking about, and they have the answers and they know exactly what I need to do, but they can't fix me. They're only there to be my guide. And I need to fix myself and
Yeah.
heal and do the
Yep.
work.
Yep.
That
Yep.
is
Yep.
my
Should have been doing that all along with all your other psychologists. And if they weren't right, you should have found another one. I'm sorry. I just don't think there's any excuse to still be frigging hanging on to this at 32 years old.
fourth appointment update. Wow. Stuff is getting deep. Like, the therapy I did last year was not this deep. I'm gonna be honest. We talked a lot about like surface level stuff that I go through like on a day-to-day basis, while this therapy is like we're digging in deep.
Well, probably because that last therapist figured a 32-year-old woman would have dealt with it by now, especially with your reign of psychologists that you've supposedly had all 10 years you've been on YouTube. That's probably why.
We are digging in deep. And I think that's what I need to make progress.
Good.
So I can be a better
All right,
version of
great.
myself. And I'm excited to meet
Perfect.
her. I'm so
Perfect.
excited
Yeah, me
to
too.
meet the person that I am once I'm
Okay.
healed, or even just healed a little bit. I'm excited for that. Okay, guys, I am out here looking
Holy crap. Look how tight that is on her arms. Oof.
not cute. Okay, so I do want to end this video by doing a little PO box moment, but I want to make an announcement. An announcement is being made. I am going to do PO box videos separately as a whole, and I'm also going to be being interviewed by you separately
Okay.
as like its own whole video. And I'm going to see the way you guys enjoy it. And usually 9 times out of 10, the only way I can tell if y'all like something is based on like views. We're going to try that out. And if I notice that you guys aren't enjoying that so much, then we're going to go back to just like sticking it at the end of my vlogs. So obviously this is going to make my vlogs a little bit shorter, which is fine. But I have had a few people say, why don't you just do these separately? So that's why we're going to give it a go. I'm going to read this envelope. This card was super sweet from Rue. I don't want to get her name wrong, and her boyfriend Jake. Thank you guys so much. Like, I truly appreciate the support. I'm gonna turn off this light. Yeah, maybe like turn it down, or no, let's just turn it off because it's just blinding right now. I'm gonna open this package. So this is Yoga for Plus Size Women by Laura Burns, and Laura Burns is the person who actually sent it to me.
Oh, that's
So you can get
that's
this on Amazon.
that's really nice.
Oh wow! And there's like even
Yeah.
photos on the.
Although I would strongly suggest for yoga, at least for me, like I used to try to do it on my own, but going to a class where an instructor can help you with your form. And a lot of these classes are now, they're adaptive and they're accepting to plus size people. And I know that because I started doing yoga when I first had weight loss surgery. So I was still at my heaviest. And they helped me, they made different modifications. So it's possible. But what I'm trying to say is that, sometimes your form isn't great. And if you have bad form, you can hurt yourself. Bottom line.
Inside, the pages are glossy. Like, this is a well-made yoga book. I actually really, really like this. Thank you so much, Laura. All right, you guys, I'm gonna end this vlog. I'm looking. Yeah, it's actually the next day. Tea. I ended up sleeping in this. It was comfy. I had a moment, and now I need to go get ready for the day because I'm looking concerning. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
So I thought she didn't care what she looked like. Now she's all concerned with what she looks like. You know what, guys? I don't know. But I have to say that I think I've turned a corner with our girl. Like, now I'm mad. Like, literally. So she can come on here and act like a moron and jump to conclusions and not see the true reason why people are upset because she jumps to conclusions. So they, again, how did she know it was malice? I mean, listen, I'm glad she finally addressed it. It could have been addressed last video because she started that last video. So could have been addressed the day after it happened because she could have moved her schedule around a little bit, done just a special thing of explaining, whatever. But did she ask the firm for if they had a copy of the packing slip? So listen, I'm just not buying it. I really think she has a lot of problems. I think that she wears her mental illness as a badge, and she's got her fat shaming goggles on. The world's against her. So that's going to be her reason when she fails later. So I'm done. I'm so sorry that I was supportive at first, but I can't be anymore. I think the real thing that caused me to turn the corner, these two things, the bakery, and then the person coming out about her, saying that she, choreographed dances. I mean, I'm sorry, again, the early knots, the 90s, there was no fat acceptance then. Like I wrote to a comment on somebody that um, in my high school, which was 1993 when I graduated, they cut a girl from cheer because she was much taller than everybody else. Rail thin, but she was extremely tall, and they cut her. They were very competitive. They used to go all over the, compete and all those things. So she didn't look right. That's the way things were. All right. Anyways, guys, I'm just, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, but I can't accept this anymore. She's doing damage to the world. So, anyways, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your comments. I appreciate them, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.